going to be giving a historical critic review on the I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. He had 4 children. He was married to Coretta Scott King. Dr. Martin Luther King died on April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee due to an assassination at the age of 39. His basic speech, his message that he wanted to give the audience in the I Have a Dream speech was basically equality for society. He wanted everybody to be equal no matter what color skin they had, no matter what race you were. He wanted everyone to be equal. He wanted no segregation. He wanted his children to be able to play with the children around the world. He wanted no segregation at all. And most of all, he wanted peace for society and equality. The channel in this speech was auditory and visual. Basically, what this means is that the way Dr. Martin Luther King gave his speech was actually in front of a podium in the visual size of everyone. So everyone was able to see him. He got up on front of a podium and he gave out his speech. He used a microphone. The speech was aired through several radio stations to inform the world, basically. The only interference that I was able to notice is that when Dr. Martin Luther King was giving out his speech, the crowd was really loud. The crowd was just incredibly loud. And I also noticed that Dr. Martin Luther King was a bit nervous when he was giving out his speech, so that kind of threw him off a bit. But whenever he noticed that the crowd was reacting in a positive way with his speech, the speech just flowed. It just flowed completely. Like, it was a good connection between the audience and the speaker, which was Dr. Martin Luther King. The speech was given in Washington, D.C. on April 28th of 1963. It was given at the Lincoln Memorial in D.C. It was a hot day because I could see people sweating and umbrellas and people just trying to cover the sun, basically. So it was a hot day. The audience was a massive group of civil rights marchers that believed in Dr. King. And the feedback that I see from the speech was that the audience reacted well with Dr. Martin Luther King. It was like if Dr. Martin Luther King was actually reading what the crowd wanted to hear. But it wasn't like that. I mean, Dr. Martin Luther King created his speech for the world, for what he was going through and for what he wanted of the world. Dr. Martin Luther King was able to connect very well with his audience. They were very supportive. They were very positive to his speech. And his speech was well prepared and well written, and anybody could understand his message. It was just a message that was understandable in whatever educational level you had. So basically, this was actually a very, very great speech. One of the best speeches that I've seen so far. So basically, this covers my speech, and the reason why I wasn't able to get an audience is because my family is in Baltimore, Maryland. And the reason why is because I cannot stand too much while I'm giving a speech out is because, the reason why I can't stand is because I'm sick and I can't be up. I'm supposed to be on bed rest due to my cervix. Professor, you know the deal. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.